NFL schedule was released last week. We're gonna start off with that.
All right.
Before I get into my Steelers, have you noticed anything that you like, that you love, dislike, hate about what you've seen what the Ravens got going on for their
Oh, our
season?
schedule. I love our schedule. Um, Late bye week. That's the one of the first things I always look
Man,
for.
last year y'all were 12.
That's we're something like that again.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. Anytime after
Who
week
did y'all pay
nine
the
or week,
commissioner?
well,
What's going on?
remember they look out for the teams that had a bad season, and we had a bad season. We finished with a losing record.
Yeah, man, but y'all had a week 12 last year, and the year before that, you win the
That,
AFC
that's
championship game.
that's one of the first things I look for, and I guarantee you the players agree. So look, our schedule. Well, we can't help the fact that we're going to play the NFC. It just our turn to play that sorry division, so that's a bonus. Um, the Cowboy game is going to be in Brazil. Now, don't get me wrong. That's going to be mostly Cowboy fans. It'll be some Ravens fans there,
Yeah, but y'all got to
but
travel. Y'all gonna have to
it
travel
will
to
be
South
it will
America
be a Cowboy crowd. The
to the
crowd will start
Central
to get
America,
quiet once we start beating them down.
beating the crap out of
Mhm.
right,
Um,
right.
so they'll stop. They'll forget why they're there. Um, I would not trade our schedule for yours. I was looking at the Chiefs and I was looking at Buffalo. To me, y'all three kind of got it rough.
And throw the Eagles in there. They getting beat up too.
Oh, and you know who else too? I forgot the Patriots.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. With that, they everybody that you just mentioned plays a first place schedule.
Hmm.
We get the Texans, the Eagles, Patriots. Do we play Buffalo this year? I don't think so.
Oh, I'm not sure.
We
Maybe
got the
maybe
Super
not.
Bowl runner
No. Oh,
ups.
you know what? No, Buffalo didn't win their division last year.
Oh, they didn't.
Right. Right.
The Patriots did. We got the Patriots, the Texans, and the Eagles
Hmm. Oh well, have fun with those fellows.
there. No, yeah, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, first place schedule. It is what it
Oh, and you
is.
know what? It's funny you mentioned Buffalo. Remember, I was
Uh huh.
talking to you last week about when you play Buffalo. I think we played in week 8 or 9. I can live with that.
Because
It's
y'all
not week
opened the season
15,
with them last year.
right? It's not.
Yeah,
It's not the end of the year. It's not December.
it's week middle of the
We
season.
always seem to go to Buffalo for some reason. They don't let them come here that often. That's fine. Week 8, if both teams are relatively healthy, that's another beatdown meal. Buffalo can't handle the Ravens.
Y'all just gotta close, Ed. Y'all
Well, we will
actually
now.
make plays to play. We the ones that can't seem to be not seem we can't. It's
Hmm.
like we do just enough to be competitive with the Bills, and then Josh
Hmm.
does something like run in the middle for 40 yards, then throw a 17-yard shallow cross for a touchdown, and then the beehive starts swarming. We in it to the middle of the third quarter, and then Josh he makes too many plays for us. We don't
Hmm.
have anybody on the other side of the ball under center that can equal his plays. Well, Lamar can
Right.
equal Josh in plays.
Hmm. Hmm.
We don't have that.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
destroyed Aaron Rodgers when we
Hmm.
played him
Hmm.
in Pittsburgh last year.
Hmm. Hmm.
Broke his wrist. Well, the wrist was already broken. Broke his
Hmm.
nose. Just
Hmm.
destroyed us.
Hmm.
So yeah, y'all gonna have to handle business against the Bills.
Hmm.
Middle of the season, I look for and be more. That
No, we go to Buffalo.
y'all
But
always say
but
Buffalo.
but it should be that's fine. I don't have a problem as long as
Right,
it's
right.
not. They didn't dog us. They didn't put it in December. That
Okay, okay. I see what you're saying.
that has to be either late October or early November. I can live with that in
Okay,
Buffalo. You know,
I got you. So
it
y'all
might be in
Bills
the
middle of the
30s.
season
It might be in the mid 30s.
in Buffalo. Well, I'm looking at ticket prices right now because the Steelers
Hmm.
come to Florida twice.
Hmm.
They come to Jacksonville and Tampa.
Oh, okay.
You know, my daughter lives in Sun City, which is in Tampa.
Hmm.
I'm looking at prices. The NFL, they really get on my nerves sometimes. I know we talking about them now, but the ticket prices for that Tampa game are a little ridiculous right now.
Really?
I'm like, all right, y'all, come on. This is not the Super Bowl. This is not
Right.
a playoff game.
Right.
This is week 7, 6 or 7 in October. I'm looking at prices for two people because Jackie want to go, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
For when the Steelers come to Tampa, and I think they're taking full advantage of the travel issue with the Steelers fans. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna overtake Raymond
Yeah.
James Stadium.
Both
I'm
stadiums.
telling you right now,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be 20, 30,000 deep there, and I want to be
Mm-hmm.
part of that 30.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at the ticket prices. I'm like, all right, maybe closer to game time they'll go down. But right now, I'm not messing with that. It looks
Uh,
like playoff tickets.
right. Right.
That's what it looks like.
Right.
And they really need to get a handle on that.
Mm. Yeah. Um, if Tampa, let's say you said like week 7, something like that.
It's in mid to late October, week 6 or 7, before our
See,
bye
if
week.
Tampa falls off the rails, I don't know.
The prices could go
Well,
down.
I've I've never seen my team outside of Baltimore, but I want to try this year. We go to Carolina. Okay, we going to
Oh,
Atlanta week 5, but that's a Sunday night game. So my wife was like, leaving from downtown Atlanta at night,
and hey, you ain't gonna drive down, go to a game, and drive back. Your body can't take that.
No, she talking about just leaving the stadium. Period. There's me and her as we getting older. We don't like to be anywhere in any city downtown at night, and I don't care what city. I don't care
Even
what
in our
city it is.
own hometown of Bmore,
People, people, people just are off
act
the
like
rails now.
total fools. And you
So
are
so
talking about
now we're
Atlanta.
looking at Carolina. I want to say November 20, late November, like shortly before Thanksgiving. Uh,
Oh, okay, Carolina. Carolina comes
and
to Pittsburgh. We don't go to Carolina.
one of her brothers lives in Charlotte, so I might not even have to get a hotel.
Charlotte. Now I've been to Raleigh. That's 5 hours. So Charlotte could be about a 5 hour trip. I went down to play a softball tournament in Raleigh.
Hmm.
Me and Jackie went 5 hours down, but we did
Yeah.
stay over though. We
Hmm.
found a hotel and stayed over.
Right.
And then the next day played and then came back after the game, but we got a chance to spend the night.
Okay.
So even Charlotte, I would get a hotel room.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. If it's a 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I would
Yeah.
present you
1 o'clock.
Sunday. You drive you, so that's
No,
six.
no, we not going same day. We might go down there Friday.
That's
if
what I'm
I do
talking
something
about.
like that,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
not
yeah,
going
yeah,
same day.
yeah, 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 yeah. Get a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy, see Charlotte, because Charlotte's
Mm-hmm.
a nice city.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte's a nice. Okay, that'll be good. Keep me posted about that.
All right. All right.
Um, the Steelers also come to Jacksonville
Mm-hmm. When is that?
Monday night,
No,
late
I
in the
mean
year,
around when?
uh, early December.
Oh, okay.
We gonna turn
Jacksonville
that
get a
out.
little chilly.
Yeah, that's fine. It ain't Pittsburgh and it ain't Bmore. Trust me on that. It ain't. We gonna take over TNM or whatever the name of that
Yep.
stadium is.
Yep.
It's gonna be Heinz Field 2.0 on that Monday night.
Yes, you will. No
I'm
question.
on all these Steeler podcasts. Steelers fans taking bus loads down there.
Mm-hmm.
We going down by the thousands. We gonna take over that stadium. The tickets for Jacksonville aren't nearly as exorbitant as they are in Tampa, and it's Tampa, Florida. I
Mm-hmm.
get it, but the NFL, how much money you want, man? Come on, people barely able to put gas in their gas tanks. Ed, I'm telling you, you know what I should have did? Took a screenshot of a few pages on the third party websites like TickPick, Game Time, all of them that sell a look like it's a playoff game, and I think that's ridiculous.
Right.
I absolutely think they need to get a grip.
The worst I've ever seen it. The biggest now I've seen y'all take over stadiums. I've seen the Cowboys do it too, but I've
Right.
seen y'all do it. The the biggest one I saw was I can't remember if it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Y'all played the Chargers. Y'all went to California. I can't even remember.
The
I can't
Le'Veon
even remember
Bell.
if y'all won the game or not.
We
But
did. We won it. I
but
know
but
which game you're talking about.
literally, all I saw was black
Yeah.
jerseys.
That could be case point number one, Ed, because that was a Sunday night game when the Killer
Yeah, Sunday,
Bees,
right? It was
Ben,
Sunday night.
Le'Veon, and AB were together. It was 15, 16, to 17.
Oh,
And
it was that long ago?
yeah, it
Oh,
was
okay.
about 10
I
years
thought it
ago.
was kind of recent.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
I
I saw the
never.
game. It was a Sunday
As a
night
matter of
game.
fact, she asked me. She said, "I thought you said they was in California." I said they are.
And it was about 30, 40 deep. And the
Mm-hmm.
NFL's average NFL stadium only was 65, 60 to
Mm-hmm.
65.
Mm-hmm.
More than half were Steelers fans. And we also, as much as I like to brag about that, people got to understand it's also the city. San Diego is a military based city.
Mm-hmm.
So there aren't a lot of people that are from San
Right.
Diego.
Right. Right.
You understand? It's a
Mm-hmm.
military base there. You
Mm-hmm.
get stationed there if you're in the Navy, I think, is the branch of
Mm-hmm. Oh,
service that's
okay.
there. So you're stationed there, but you're from somewhere else. You may
Mm-hmm.
become a Chargers fan,
Right.
but you're not from. I've met
Right.
one
You're not.
person in my entire life that's from San Diego. You move there to retire,
Yeah, you moved there. Mm-hmm.
and you're there for the military. Other than that,
Well, you see,
San,
they don't have a team anymore.
well, they got the
See?
Padres, and they sell out almost every
No,
night.
well, yeah, I
Which
meant
you talking
football.
about the Chargers? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Right.
And
They in
and
L.A.
back in the day, they used to have a basketball team too. The Clippers were there.
Oh, so you dropping some history on me?
Yeah, the L.A. Clippers.
Before they
They
moved
were
to
in
L.A.
San Diego.
Clippers, they put the San Diego
They
too.
were San
Hey,
Diego.
hey, I didn't know that. You
Yeah.
know your history. Good stuff. Good divot. So yeah, so we took over a stadium that has fair weather fans,
Hmm.
and we're diehards.
Hmm.
That and so as
That's
much
the
as I like
formula.
to, it's a bad formula. It was all kinds of tickets available. And
Hmm.
it looks worse because the bleachers is full of Steeler fans because that's where the cheap seats were. And they waving these towels
Hmm.
and makes it look like more than the people that are
Right.
there.
It looks like the whole stadium. Right.
Exactly. If
Hmm.
20,000 looks like 25 or 30 when everybody's going like this. We took over Hard Rock 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Me and Jackie went there and we lost to Tua when he had Kenny Pickett in 23.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that game.
we went down. One a real excellently coached defensive performance by Thomas defense. Tua had Cheetah, Waddle. They had Mostert. I think this is before a chain got there. They had somebody else.
Hmm.
They beat us like 10-7 or 14-10. We held that Dolphins offense to 10 points. They beat us 10-7, but we couldn't score. In that game, we were 20,000 deep at Hard Rock in Miami. I witnessed that one. I'm down there
Right.
going like this, and Jackie's
Right.
like, "Man, babe, it's a lot of us here." This is her first Steelers road game. I'm like, "Yeah, you got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what we do." So anyway, we're gonna take over Tampa and Jacksonville. I want to go to both,
Hmm.
but me and Jackie are trying to come back home, back north, for the Thanksgiving holiday for a few days. So
Oh,
I don't have much leave left, so I gotta finagle
got you.
leave
Got
here
you.
and leave there.
Got
But we definitely want to come back home
you. Hmm.
for a few days for the
Hmm.
holiday.
Oh, okay.
Um, but this is what I noticed about the schedule.
Hmm.
Ravens and Steelers, 2 out of the last 3 weeks, we bump heads again.
Hmm.
That's fine because we got to play y'all, but y'all got to play us.
The
I
season
don't.
almost over.
The division will come down again. Well, I want to say between us two, Joe Burrow is talking a little smack right now.
Yes, he is.
Your boy Burrow actually said my boy because I like Joe. I'm a
He
fan of him.
looks
I think
pissed
he's
off.
Joe looks like he's ready to go. I ain't got time for this. Too busy dealing with y'all right now. All right? They got some players on defense.
Mhm.
Burrow is good. I don't care. Great what anybody says.
I mean, we must be watching a different, some of the stuff I hear people say about Burrow, even not this season, but the season before last when we swept them, him and Lamar was going to they could have easily swept us that year. Burrow lit us up
Oh,
both
the
games.
10 touchdown, the 2 games with 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah, yeah. And they lost
I'm
both.
I'm Look.
Right.
I
I
guess
forgot, but
people are
that was
getting
2 years
hung up
ago.
on the fact that okay, he won that AFC Championship game against Mahomes, and then the
Hmm.
very next year they played again, and he lost that one just barely. And from I believe that was his last playoff game. He haven't been to the playoffs since
That was
then.
22.
Yeah, that was his last playoff
I'm
game.
sorry, he went
They
to the Super
they've
Bowl in
missed
22. That was 23.
they've missed the playoffs 3 straight
Three
years.
straight
So
years.
people have a tendency to forget that that's a bad man.
Yeah, Burrow's that dude. Yeah, I told y'all about him coming out of LSU. I didn't want to come in the NFC, the AFC North.
Mm,
And when the Bengals drafted him, well, look, here's the team he's on is the team he's on.
mm,
I believe the Bengals are going to find some way to screw something up. We can always count on that. We can always count on that. The Ravens are a quality organization. This is a
mm,
quality organization.
mm.
I don't think the Bengals and the Browns are quality
Right,
organizations.
they're not right. The organization, right?
Burrow may be able to overcome some inaptitudes on the field. He can't overcome inaptitudes in the front office, management, and ownership. You're not that good.
Right, right. Mm,
You're
mm,
not Brady and old
mm,
Montana.
mm, mm,
They could overcome stuff.
mm.
So I'm counting on them screwing something up.
Right,
But the
right.
men they're fielding are
Mhm.
really good.
Or I mean, all it takes is it's still the NFL. Jamar Chase has been relatively healthy his career.
Oh, here you go with this. I call it the Max Fried syndrome.
Um, week
And
11,
don't do that.
breaking news: Jamar tore his Achilles. Well, and now T Higgins he want to be a number one, right? Well, you'll
You
get your
about to
chance.
get, yeah. Higgins may be a one, but he's only
He
one as
is,
long
he
as Chase
is.
is there.
But
Yeah.
but but it's a difference between being a one by yourself and being a one with Chase.
Especially a Jamal Chase on the other side. He opens up a lot. Like T.
Hmm.
Higgins was top five in touchdown receptions last year. He caught a lot of touchdowns for the Bengals last year.
He a bad boy. Him and George Pickens, I think, have the best hands, just hands in the league. When they catch the ball, it looks like I've got a little tiny toy football over here.
Hmm.
That's what it looks like
The
when
football
they
looks
holding the
small.
ball. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They've
Pickens has
got
some nice size hands.
tremendous hands.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
They do. They do. No question about it. I
Now,
look at
with
it. Go ahead.
back to y'all, back to y'all. I don't know why the league keeps doing this to y'all. It's one thing to have a tough schedule, but y'all, once again, Meal, the first half of y'all schedule is fine. I looked at it again. The second half is brutal.
It's a
Now,
gauntlet.
the,
It's a
the
gauntlet.
only reason I can think maybe why they're doing this is to make sure that there's interest early in the season. If y'all are 6-2, then those primetime games y'all get, maybe a Sunday night or whatever. Oh yeah, here come the Steelers. And then the second half of the season, if y'all start losing, then okay, we don't need them any. We done made our money. We don't need them anymore. I don't
You
know.
could
But this
look.
this this seems like the third straight year.
Yeah. This is why I never tripped on Rogers' kind of clandestine hitting thing. I think the league already knew he was coming back.
Okay.
Me personally, that's what
Mhm.
I think. The NFL doesn't leave anything to chance, Ed. All the
Right.
billions and millions and
Right.
hotels and restaurants
Right. Right.
relying on these home games.
Yeah.
Are
That
you
schedule.
serious? This
They need
when
to
the
know.
NFL comes to your city in a prime
Hmm.
time or standalone game, that's a holiday.
It is. It is. Hmm.
They're not
It's
taking us the chance.
it's like 4 or 5 teams they said did not get a primetime game at all. I
The
think Miami was
Raiders
one of them.
with their uh,
Arizona,
yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders one with
Las Vegas didn't get one.
their rookie quarterback, and I want to see him play. I like
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
Mendoza. He
Yeah.
doesn't get a prime time.
They didn't get one.
And
Actually, I'm
now,
hearing he's not going
go
to
ahead.
start the season. They're going to start Kirk Cousins. That makes no sense to me. We know what Kirk Cousins is at this point
Okay, I
in
didn't
his.
hear that, Ed.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
hear
I'm
that.
hearing. Maybe that's just a smoke screen. It's in today's NFL. You draft a guy in the first round, the top overall pick, you have to play him. There is no such thing as not playing your top overall pick.
Yeah, well,
So
see, Ed, that's the Raiders. That's what they do. I'm putting him under center and just letting him ride.
thank you.
If he screws it up, then we go 2-15. We get lucky for two
Hmm.
games.
Hmm.
But I'm starting him. He's the draw. I need to
Yeah.
put butts in the seats. I'm
Kirk
sorry. I need
Cousins.
ticket sales. I
Kirk.
need ticket
I didn't.
sales.
I didn't like Kirk Cousins when he was young. So.
You know when he was at Michigan State, who his running back was, don't you?
Oh, Le'Veon. Oh,
Let
really?
me. Okay, all right, college. All
Yeah,
right, all
yeah.
right. You know a little bit.
I
I didn't know
knew.
you
I,
fool about
I
that.
no, I knew he went to Michigan State, but I didn't know when.
Yeah, his running back was Le'Veon
Get
Bell,
out of here.
Michigan
Oh, so
State.
they
Yeah,
was a pretty good team.
yeah. Sparty wasn't too bad. They put some cats in the pros, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is. I didn't know they were gonna start Kirk
I mean
Cousins
that might not be true. That's what people are
because it's the Raiders.
whispering.
They probably do that something
I
stupid
I
like
thought
that.
I thought they brought him in to be a mentor. That makes sense.
Well, you know what doesn't make sense? I'm gonna give you two things. One that makes sense and one that doesn't. Last year, the Steelers' bye week was after the Ireland game in week 4.
All right, week 4.
So we were bye week, week 5 or something like that. We played 4 games and went to a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
We beat Minnesota and Ireland and had a bye week. Week
Mm-hmm.
5, early bye.
Mm-hmm.
This year, our bye is week 9, middle of
Okay,
the
that's not
season.
too bad.
That's actually, from the player's perspective, really great.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, y'all, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
who y'all paid off, but we 9. Y'all about 2-3 weeks behind us, looks
Mm-hmm.
like. But here's the issue of the entire schedule playing Ravens 2 of the last 3 games. It is what it is. This is divisional football. You know you got to play your division twice.
Mm-hmm.
When we play uh, the Saints in Paris, France,
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday at 9:30 a.m., the
Okay.
following week is not a bye week for us. We play the following Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having an issue with that.
Okay.
An international game is supposed to be followed by a bye week. We play
Uh,
next Sunday,
oh.
that following Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Now, I ain't saying they playing in Afghanistan, which is a 14, 16-hour plane ride. Paris is along the same
Yeah, it's
flight
not around the
distance
corner.
as when they played in London or when they played in Ireland last year. It's all close to around a 5 or 6 hour flight, but that's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
We play the following Sunday. I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't like it at all.
Well, um, when you win your division,
You
um,
get beat up. You get beat up.
yeah, yeah,
You get beat up. No.
and to be perfectly honest with you, if you're
Hmm.
good enough, look, let me give you an example. We 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 had the best record in the AFC and lost that AFC Championship game to the Chiefs. Correct?
Okay.
They came here. Now, so we that means we're going to have a tough schedule the following season, right?
Yeah.
The next season, we finished 12-5 and still won the division. We got Derrick Henry
Hmm.
and won one playoff game.
Okay. I remember.
So if you're good enough, see
I
teams
got
like
you.
Carolina who won their division last year
Not
are
gonna be
in
able to handle a
they
first
in
place
for a
schedule.
very rude awakening this year. Um, and
Hey, that's a good point.
and
Carolina not ready for a first
oh,
place schedule yet,
I
are
can
they?
almost guarantee you. I don't know what Vegas says about the over and under, but these people in Vegas, they know what they're doing, Mill. They put us as having a bounce back year. They feel for whatever reason the Ravens are going to bounce back. And sure enough, whenever we have a bad season, we usually bounce back. We don't have two bad seasons in a row.
Of course not.
Mm,
You're the
mm.
Ravens.
Right.
I
So
expect double-digit wins and not just 10
so
from y'all.
Carolina, and I'm gonna tell you who else is in for a rude awakening. I was
Don't tell
really
me.
looking. I was
Uh
looking at the Patriots schedule.
oh
Don't be
yeah.
surprised
Hey,
if
they're not
you.
gonna start. Vrabel won't be there.
Well, maybe not. They'll.
Allegedly. I gotta follow that up with
Yeah,
allegedly.
he. When you are an excellent coach, they make excuses. They make accommodations for you. Now, if they would have went
Okay.
5-12,
He's
he's
out
out
of
of here.
there.
Um,
Right. But he was Super
then
Bowl runner
then
up.
all of a sudden, we can't tolerate this kind of behavior. Yeah, okay.
Okay. But it's
So
Vrabel, they can tolerate. I got you.
the
Steelers
Patriots,
tolerated a lot with AB there.
and you know who else? Teams like the Patriots and Chicago, Emil. Don't be surprised if they miss the playoffs. Don't be shocked. You heard it here.
The
You heard it.
Bears.
You heard it here first.
Ooh. Well, it's funny you mentioned the Bears. I'm gonna throw another team in there, the Eagles. But before I get to the specific reasons of why the Bears and the Eagles are about to take this segment of the podcast, I'm gonna get to that. I don't like the Steelers playing after Paris, France.
Right.
After the bye week, they got 9 games. There was a time when you used to count how many primetime games you had in a year.
Right.
The NFL had a rule you can have more than 5. Steelers were always 5 Sunday night, Monday night, or Thursday night, or a wild card, late season Saturday game. Ravens and Steelers always had 5 each. We know who the
Hmm.
5 teams, the
Hmm.
teams that 49ers are always there, the Eagles are always there, the Patriots
Hmm.
for 20 years are always in prime time.
Hmm.
Now it's not prime time. They call it standalone because a 3 p.m. game on Christmas Day is not prime time.
Okay.
They
All right.
counting standalone. Are you
Right.
the only game on
Right.
right now?
Right. You're the only game. Mm.
Of the last 9 games after the bye week, the Steelers have 6 standalone games.
Really?
Yes.
See,
Six.
that goes to what you were saying. There's no way the
They would
NFL
have did
does
it if
that.
Mason
If
Rudolph would have been
yeah,
our
no way.
starting
No
quarterback,
way.
Ed.
Or Drew
They knew
Alon.
it already.
They knew.
It's too much money at
They had
stake.
to. They had to.
I
They had to.
counted and I'm like, oh,
They knew.
at Jacksonville Monday night,
Hmm.
2 or 3 Sunday night games,
Hmm.
a Monday night game. End of the year, they got the Ravens Steelers last game of the year / Saturday Sunday. It's gonna be a Saturday game.
Saturday.
It's Saturday. It's
No.
gonna be, and
Well,
that's
you know
another
what?
standalone.
We no. Well, remember they what they did with us last year. The very last game Sunday night because that was the only game left to determine everything. Nobody knew where they was going to go.
For a
So something like that
divisional
could
title.
right. Something like that could happen again.
It could. It could. So they got 6 of their
Now
last 9.
the last game y'all come here right. The first game I think we go
Is
to
it
y'all.
Pittsburgh? End of the year
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Baltimore?
it is. It
It
is.
could
You
be.
know why?
Okay.
Because we rotate every year.
Okay.
We went to y'all for the last game last year.
Oh,
So
right, right,
y'all
right,
coming
right,
here.
right, right,
So
right,
that's
right.
that might be that might be Aaron Rodgers' last career game.
It could be. Well, and be more, I expect them to make the playoffs.
Mm.
Um, but it who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
it could
I
be.
ain't gonna sit here and make no predictions.
Mhm.
Um, I like the direction the Steelers are headed in. Y'all headed in a good direction too.
Mhm.
I like the direction both Ravens and Steelers in. I think there have been some questions. There have been a few things said. I think this year Ravens and Steelers continue to separate themselves.
Mhm.
That's my personal feel. No disrespect to Cleveland. Cincinnati is loaded.
Mhm.
Deshaun Watson is looking awful.
Looking what?
Awful. Terrible. And I don't follow Cleveland, but I follow NFL podcasts and he is missing guys all over the place.
In 7-on-7 with nobody with nobody trying to hit you. He he
I
he
can't take
this
it.
look if
Bull
we
crap.
if somebody just started watching football, and if we
Hmm.
tried to tell them several years ago this guy used to be good, they would say, "What is you talking about, man?"
He almost beat Mahomes in a playoff game, man.
They was
Mahomes made
leading them
it
24-0.
a miraculous comeback to beat Deshaun Watson a few years ago.
And he beat Josh Allen in a playoff game.
When he was with the Texans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now Josh was still, I want to say that was Josh's first playoff game. He was still real raw.
Okay.
But still,
Okay. Yeah, you still be both. Okay, look. Yeah, he is looking like total. You know what? He's
man.
looking terrible, Ed. He's looking terrible.
Well, well, you know what they say about when you can miss on a cornerback, you can miss on a linebacker, but when you miss on a quarterback, it sets your organization back several years.
The only organizations that can overcome it are good organizations. The 49ers overcame it with Trey Lance, and
Hmm.
he didn't even really get a shot to me.
Hmm.
The Patriots overcame it with Mac Jones.
Hmm.
Steelers overcame it with Kenny Pickett. You can bounce back from a screw up at
Hmm.
quarterback. It's got to
Hmm.
be quality.
Arizona realized the mistake they made with Josh Rosen. So that's the thing. You gotta
Ooh,
move off of it quickly.
they
Once
move off of him quick.
Philly moved off quickly off of Carson Wentz. They
Carson Wentz,
they
they did.
realized the mistake they
They
made
did.
and they
They
quickly
did.
moved
That's a
off.
quality organization.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, well, Arizona moved off of Rosen quickly, but they're not a quality organization
No, they
still.
not. No, but I do give them credit for at least real rather than see, I guess what I'm saying, Neil, is rather
Got
than
you.
stubbornly saying, "Oh, we can fix them." No, no. There is nothing wrong with saying we made a mistake. This guy can't play. And if you have to say that within the 2 years, then fine. You know.
Right. Right.
Don't
Right.
don't make it don't make it be 6 years.
Tennessee moved off of Will Levis and drafted the black boy out of Miami.
Yeah,
What they call
Cam
him
Ward.
that? Cam Ward. I'm a
Mm.
fan of him. Hey, side note, I think they one of my secret hidden playoff teams this
We
year.
we play them. We played them this year.
We playing between y'all. We get the Ravens and Tennessee to end the
Oh,
season with
okay.
y'all.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
So we get Tennessee late in
Like
Tennessee.
where
In Tennessee.
in Tennessee? Oh yeah.
In Tennessee. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm still working that out because I know
You know
Robert
what, Neil?
Sala is.
Tennessee really should have took Jeremiah Love.
No, he wasn't in. The running back for Notre Dame. Who
They
did they
took
take?
Cornell Tate.
Oh, the wide receiver from Ohio
Yeah,
State.
and he's going to be good
Oh
probably.
yeah,
But man, I think you still could have got a couple of good receivers, like you were saying, the depth of the receivers.
receiver was loaded. You
Je-
didn't have to. I
Wait a
got you.
minute, uh, Mendoza, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Dick Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Did Arizona pick third?
I don't
I
remember,
think
Ed.
they
I don't
took.
remember.
I think okay. Somebody if somebody grabbed, I don't have it in front of me. I forgot the order, but if somebody grabbed Jeremiah Love, then I understand. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think Arizona did take Jeremiah Love because I remember Percy saying um, he's not going to have anybody block for him. And then
All right,
and then
right,
you
right,
know
right,
what?
right.
I
I
bet
got
you
you.
Tennessee. I bet you they were going to take Love. I bet you they were going to.
I love Jeremiah Love. I know I just said his name twice, but I'm all in on him. The guy's
Hmm.
a great running back.
Yeah, and
He's a
then
baller.
they took Tate, and then the Giants took number 5. Uh, uh,
Caleb. No, the Cowboys got
they
him.
the Giants took Arvell Reese.
Reeves. Okay. All right.
Right,
Man,
that's
it
how.
was so top heavy this year. You
Yeah.
really almost couldn't lose
Hmm.
with whoever's there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. But we got the Titans between y'all two.
Hmm.
So that's three tough games to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I know Salah gonna have them boys ready. And they
And
got Brian Dable
yeah,
coaching the
David, that's what I was
offense.
about to say. Hmm.
So that and it's in Tennessee. I know Steelers gonna show up,
Hmm. Hmm.
but that's not a gimme.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry. I got Tennessee making the playoffs this year. They my
Hmm.
hidden secret team.
And you said that's real late in the year.
The 16th game.
Okay,
It's only
so yeah,
17. We
yeah,
play them and then we play y'all at the end of the
they're not
year.
gonna make the playoffs, but spoiler, them teams love to play spoiler that time of year.
And well, I know you saying they not, but I know how the NFL
No, they're
works.
not gonna make the playoffs.
I think they
But
might.
but but teams like that, they'll keep you from making it.
The only issue is teams like Tennessee. There isn't any NFL team that lacks talent. They got players. They
Mm-hmm.
just don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Salah knows what to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Mm-hmm.
They got really good players nobody knows about
Mm-hmm.
on that
Mm-hmm.
both sides of the ball.
Oh, Jeffrey Simmons for he been balling out for a
Are
while.
you
He
serious? And I forgot
he,
about
he
him.
no offensive lineman want to see him coming.
And I think, well, again, we're gonna see. But I'm saying it here now while it's recording.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee's a playoff team, and the division they in. I think Jacksonville's going to regress. They could take
They
Jacksonville's
might.
spot in the playoffs.
They might.
They could regress. I don't think they Texans ready. We'll see how that works out. But I think they're going to take Jacksonville's spot.
All right.
Saying it here now. But that was one thing I was listening to you earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all kinds of metrics. I think I always felt there was a difference between statistics and data.
Okay.
Statistics, I remember what Bobby Knight, the former coach of the Indiana Hoosiers, said about statistics. Everybody said it. So they're like prostitutes. You can do whatever you want
You
to
can
do.
do whatever you want with them. Mm.
If you come up with a statistic in favor of the Ravens, I can come up with a stat
Right. Right.
that goes
Mm-hmm.
against it in the same category,
Mm-hmm.
and they both be legit.
Mm-hmm.
But data is different.
Mm-hmm.
Data is telling me that 4 of the last 5 NFL champions were top 3 in rest advantage for the NFL
Top
season.
what?
3 in rest advantage. They call it RA. It's another
Okay.
metric out there that a guy's been following, and he's looking at which team, because they all play 17 games, but they all
Mm-hmm.
don't play at the same
Mm-hmm.
in at the same intervals. I'm gonna give you an example. There's negative and minuses and turnover ratio, negative and minuses, and there's a statistic that has taken over time of possession. Time of possession is third most important. Big play percentage. The teams that perform the most big plays been winning Super Bowls.
Okay.
A big play for passing yards is 15 or more. A
Okay.
big play for running is 10 or more. Or maybe big plays for passing is 20 or more.
But I
Something
think
like
big
that.
passing is 20. I think.
20. Running is 10.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle was number 2 in the 1 or 2 in the NFL in big plays.
Really.
Yes.
And their running back is not spectacular. Walker.
Well,
He's not.
yeah. Okay, but their offensive line is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it, I'm saying it wrong. I'm calling it big play percentage. They have another metric for it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
time of possession isn't what it used to be. That's what I'm
Right.
realizing. It
Right.
used to be the team that possessed the ball the most made the deep run. Them
Mm-hmm.
days are gone.
Right.
The team that's passing the ball downfield,
Mm-hmm.
20, 30, 40-yard
Mm-hmm.
completions,
Mm-hmm.
is winning playoff games.
Yeah. Yeah. You know why, Emil? Because they end up scoring touchdowns, and the team that controls time of possession sometimes they might end up kicking field goals, and kicking field
Like
goals.
this,
You
field goal
you
kickers
you
right now.
you want to talk about a surefire way to lose games.
Right.
Keep on kicking field goals.
Well, in the Steelers' defense to this statistic, it wasn't the offense really that was the reason we. I know it may have looked like it, and our
Mm-hmm.
defense performed admirably in the
Mm-hmm.
playoff game against the Texans. Well, we forced 5 turnovers in that Texans game.
Yeah, yeah.
They had 2 defensive touchdowns. We
Mm-hmm.
just couldn't move the ball, but
Mm-hmm.
we were 11th in offensive scoring, just
Mm-hmm.
outside the top 10, right behind the 49ers, who were in the
Mm-hmm.
championship game.
Mm-hmm.
They were 10th, we were 11th. The Steelers with Rodgers last year in red zone touchdown percentage were like top 5.
Really?
Rodgers was converting in the red zone. It was outside the red zone that we couldn't. We
Okay.
relied on Boswell so heavily, which is why he's so
Hmm.
good. He just gave him some fresh money, by the way. The
Right.
Steelers were top 5 in red zone touchdown percentage.
Mm.
We just had to get there.
Right. Right.
That's the issue. So
Yeah.
there's another metric. Touchdown. Hold on. Turnover ratio continues to be number one.
Okay.
If you turn the ball over, you're not going anywhere, and that's been
Right.
40 years
Right.
of research.
Period.
That's data and stats.
Yeah, it's a non-starter.
It's literally if I give you the ball more than you give me, I'm gonna
It's
lose.
simple. Anybody, a child can understand that. Hmm.
But number two isn't uh, time of possession; it's big plays.
Hmm.
Of every play you run, it could be 1,000 plays you run in a 17-game season. How many of those passing plays are more than 20 yards?
Hmm.
The higher that number is, the better
Hmm.
you're gonna be.
Hmm.
And rest advantage is now
Okay.
starting to be sprinkled in. I'm gonna give you an example. Here's how they calculate it. Let's say you're the Ravens, I'm the Steelers. We both play on Sunday.
Hmm.
But I'm sorry, we both play on Sunday. We don't play each other.
Hmm.
But you guys play on Thursday and I play on Sunday.
Hmm.
But we play each other the following Sunday.
Hmm.
You get 10 days, I get 7. That's a
Hmm.
+3 for the Ravens.
Hmm.
They
Oh,
starting to
okay.
break it down by that. Even though you
Hmm.
played a short week, whether you win or lose,
Hmm.
you get 3 more days in ice, 3 more days
Hmm.
in therapy, 3 more days
Hmm.
of practice, and three
Hmm.
more days of rest. It bodes well for the team with the +3 than it does the team with a +7.
Okay.
So now they're breaking it down by that. And
Hmm.
also, they taking your bye weeks. Very rarely is does a team, two teams coming off a bye week play each other. Two teams coming off a bye weeks don't play each other. That's very rare. If
Really?
you have a bye week and I played the previous Sunday, that's a +7 for you because you got a whole week off. I only got 7 days off.
Hmm.
Guess who was 31 and 32 in rest advantage negativity? The Eagles and the Chargers. They have the least amount of rest for their players for the whole year.
The least amount of rest.
Rest advantage. They they are in the negative. Their opponents are
Well,
going to have more rest days than them two.
mm,
And to show you how I corroborated it, 4 of the last 5 Super Bowl champions have been in the top 3 in rest advantage.
really?
The only reason Seattle wasn't in the top 3 is because they're in the Pacific Northwest. They
Right.
consider coming east to Pittsburgh, where they beat the Steelers
Hmm. Right. They
in the
won that
third
game.
week of the season, our home opener. So,
Hmm.
I mean, Pittsburgh isn't really East Coast, but West Coast considers it East
Yeah. Yeah.
Coast. There's
All
still a
it's
three
a
hour
lot of
time
miles.
difference, Ed. They won that game. So now the Seahawks still, the teams in the West Coast suffer from this stat more than the East Coast because of the miles and
Right.
time zones you have to travel.
That's what I was going to use to explain Arizona. I can't
You mean San
explain
Diego?
Philly. Now I will say this. I will say this. So you saying Arizona and Philly were the
San
two
Diego and Philly. San Diego and Philly. Chargers.
oh LA, the Chargers.
Yeah, LA
Oh,
Chargers
oh
and the Eagles
at
are at
first
the
you said
bottom.
Arizona.
No, I said the Chargers. I
Oh,
said
okay.
Arizona.
I thought you said Arizona.
My
But
bad.
anyway,
It's the Chargers and the
at
Eagles.
any rate, West
It's
Coast.
right, West
So
Coast. Right.
the Chargers and the Eagles. Okay. So the Chargers, because of being a West Coast team, that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. Now the Eagles, I can't really explain.
Neither can
But
I.
I will say this: they inexplicably lost at home that playoff game to a 49ers team that didn't have anybody. Everybody was on injured reserve, and they still beat Philly.
Look, hey, Robert Sala is going to get that Tennessee defense together.
Mm,
I'm telling you, they're going to be in a play. And the NFL is so top heavy. It's not some crazy prediction that Tennessee can make the playoffs. In one
right.
year, they won 3 games. That's
Mm,
not the NFL is designed for them to make it.
mhm,
You got a
mhm,
competent quarterback, a competent OC, a competent head coach slash DC, and
mhm,
you got talent,
mhm.
and you win the AFC South.
You think they're going to get a wild card?
I think they are.
Okay. Well,
I think they are.
that's
This
why we
is
play the games.
how the league is designed.
Hmm.
It's set up for them to be
It's set up
successful.
for teams like that.
It
Yeah.
is. They're going
Hmm.
to be
It is.
a
It is.
6 or 7 seed.
Now,
We'll see what happens.
remind me when we get to other subject that we're going to cover. When you talking about data and everything, there's something I wanted to bring up when it
Okay.
comes to this
Okay.
our
But before
second
we
pick.
get to hold on to that thought, because though the Eagles and the Chargers are at the bottom of the league for rest advantage. The Steelers are about in the middle, and they do a plus minus for rest advantage. And this is for like 3 or 4 straight years. We about -6, -5. So that's not egregious. But do
Boy,
you know who's been in the plus the past 2 or 3 years?
us really?
Y'all.
You mean you
Y'all
mean
are
you mean as far as getting rest?
rest advantage days.
Hmm.
Y'all are going to have 6 or 7 more rest advantage days than your opponents over the 17-game season.
Oh,
Even
okay.
if it's just one day,
Hmm.
it's still an extra day of ice, therapy, coaching,
Hmm. Hmm.
and all of that.
Yeah.
Y'all are
And you know
always in
what?
the plus of it.
That's important in football, obviously, because it's such a brutal sport.
Are you
But in
serious? Y'all had a
basketball,
week 12 bye week a couple weeks
you know what I
ago.
heard an anonymous general manager say in the NBA one time? He said NBA players, I mean, what do they play? 82 games? He said no matter what, 20 or 25 of those games, your players are just going to say not tonight, and they're just showing up just for the paycheck. They are not going to play hard unless you playing on a team with Michael Jordan and you have no choice but to play hard because he might actually
Because
physically
might
assault
choke the crap
you. Yeah,
out
yeah.
of you.
But
Exactly.
that's an extreme example.
Okay.
Most all other teams, 20 or 25 of those 82 games, they might as well not even because
That's
they're
a
not
little
going to
less
play
than a
hard.
third, of the
But
season.
but NFL players can't afford to do that. Every game is important in the NFL. Mm,
That's 25% of the NBA season where
mm,
you get to just blow off.
mm,
Kawhi Leonard did it.
mm,
I've seen some of the biggest superstars
mm,
just be like, "Nah, I'm not
mm.
playing,
Not tonight.
not tonight," and I don't agree with that. We didn't grow up watching that,
Mm,
so I agree with that. I
mm,
agree with that mentality. Ravens are in a plus in rest advantage. The Steelers are about middle of the pack. Um, and he had mentioned the top 5 teams with rest advantage, and I'm gonna follow this stat because the Eagles did one and done last year after coming off a Super Bowl,
mm.
and now they and one of their defensive linemen had some legal troubles. Nolan Smith, the dude with the first name Nolan.
He was speeding.
Oh, it was traffic. I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'm not just
Well,
dismissing it.
I think he was going like 140. Look, you know what? It might be. You know what? I definitely don't want to. We still got to cover this other topic. This would be another. I think Roger Goodell. It might be time to tighten the reins. The players are starting to get out of control again. But that's we'll between him,
Okay,
but between
okay.
Rasheed Rice, between somebody else
Well,
recent.
Rasheed
Oh
Rice thing was this:
yeah,
the league has
he
been
violated
lenient on.
probation. He about to do a
Yeah,
month in jail.
yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah,
want
yeah.
your players in jail? Oh, look at this boy for Atlanta, James Pierce. They're going to. I thought
What
his
happened
career
with
was.
him?
Oh, he was stalking and following. He goes with the girl that's in the WNBA.
Oh,
Um,
him. I forgot about
yeah,
that.
the the
Damn.
the, the players are see. Everything goes in cycles, Meal.
I got
After
you.
Ray Rice, then everybody was like, "Oh, we need to get
Button it
now,
up.
now,
It's
now."
getting a little wild
He's
again.
getting a
Hey,
little
you know who
loose.
triggered this, don't you? AB. No, let me stop. I don't know if he triggered.
So that can be a future episode.
Ed, as long as you can run, catch, or throw, you can do whatever
Okay.
you want.
Hey, they better be glad I'm not the commissioner. They better be glad, bruh,
Okay,
because clowns like Henry Ruggs talking about he want to get back in the NFL. You know what I would do? And
he
he's
killed
young.
somebody.
I think he's 27. They say he's working out in prison. You know what I would do if I was Roger Goodell? They let him out of jail. I would say, okay, you're suspended indefinitely. Um, oh,
He
when is
not
that?
getting out. By the time he get out, his body won't be no good for NFL
They say
football.
they say he probably still would be able to play. He probably would.
Are you
Remember,
serious?
no mileage.
No mileage, but he killed somebody.
No. I wouldn't let him back in. What I'm saying to you
No,
is
I know, I understand that part, but I'm talking
he's
about
he's
his opportunity to come back in. He shouldn't be allowed
no.
to.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But what I'm saying is he physically probably can still play.
Okay,
He
okay, I
probably
got you.
he probably would contribute. I don't
Hey, the
want
boy a burner. He
anybody
fast as I don't know what.
I don't want anybody cheering for him like he's some hero after what he did, killed that poor woman.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he would not. If I was commissioner, now I'm not sure what Goodell's going to do, but he would never see an NFL field again
Right, right.
unless he pays for a ticket to sit in the stands. Mhm.
Yeah. You know how them Alabama boys are. No, let me stop. Okay, okay. I didn't know that he was. I mean, I'm not following that story
He's
of him
supposed to get
working out in
out. He's
prison.
supposed to get out. I think next year.
Hey, you're lying. Are you?
Yeah. Oh, they took the plea deal because the prosecutors in Las Vegas were scared that he was going to walk. A lot of people in Las Vegas over traffic, they walk. And he's well known. So they said, "All right, we'll do this 3-year deal." Yeah. He's
Hey,
looking
I
at.
didn't know.
He said he wants to play in the NFL again.
He should be
Meal.
doing
I was so
20.
when I read that, I was so mad. I was so mad when I read that.
He should be doing 20.
So
I didn't.
that's
You dropping some stuff on me,
yeah. I'm
Ed. I
sorry. I'm
didn't
sorry.
know.
I didn't want to get
No, I
sidetracked,
appreciate. That's
but
why we do
but
this.
he that really pissed me off. This woman is dead, and he's talking about getting back in the NFL.
Ed, appreciate the gem. Thank you for dropping it. That is crazy. I don't think Goodell's gonna let him in. I don't think
No,
he
I
will.
hope not.
I can see if he was like a superstar.
I'm just
It's a
saying
million
that
Henry Ruggs in the NFL right now.
the NFL is starting. I don't like the trend that I'm seeing of the players going back to doing whatever they feel like doing. I don't
They
like
need to
what I'm
reel
seeing.
it in a little bit. They need to reel
Yeah,
it in a little
yeah.
bit. I got you. I got you. Well, Ed, your boy A Rod is back in camp. Like he never left. I saw his introductory press conference yesterday or the day before yesterday. I can't
Mhm.
remember. I've said this many times, and I know you're not a big fan of him, Ed. I understand, and he plays for your arch rivals. I get that, but he's such an individual. He's such. I've never met anybody. I've never met him, obviously, but there's usually you're either or, introverted or extroverted,
Right.
withdrawn or outgoing.
Hmm.
You very rarely meet somebody that's both.
Hmm.
He can be both.
Hmm.
Really, really unique personality. I ain't no therapist. This is just my past 20 years of watching press conferences and him play and deal with teammates. In his initial press conference, a member of the media, this was also revealed. The whole time, still the media and national media is talking about Rogers and him missing from Cam. And I had talked about it last week or the podcast before that they actually hadn't offered him any money. They hadn't offered it to him publicly. We don't know what they did in private. We can only go by what was released. When I said they hadn't offered him any money, that it hadn't been released. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that, right?
Hmm.
So if a company wants you to play for them and they ain't cut you a contract, you're gonna live your life. You're gonna do what you want. And then you were like, well, even if he had the money, he'd probably still be acting like this. And I
Right.
agree with
Right.
that too. It's
Right.
true. A member of the media had asked Rogers, because he was seen out with his wife at some ice cream parlor, eating some brand of ice cream. It doesn't matter what the brand is. And then they realized through a leaked source that he's been in Pittsburgh the past 2 months. They thought he was in Malibu in California.
I don't. I don't
Aaron
see how
Rodgers
nobody
never,
saw him.
because they saw him because he wanted them to see him.
No, I'm talking about for the whole 2 months.
The word on the street, minimum the past 6 weeks he's been in
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
When McCarthy got announced as Steelers head coach,
Mm-hmm.
word on the street he was in Pittsburgh then.
Oh, okay.
Then the member of the media, a lady asked him, I don't remember her name. Aaron, you were seen chomping down on, some ice cream, and you know, she's just trying to warm up to him and
Right.
get him
Right.
to.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What other events do you have planned? What else you got planned for the spring in Pittsburgh? His response was, "I'm not going to tell you that. What I do, my personal time is me."
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, "Okay, all right, fine. All right, that's true. It's his
Mm-hmm.
personal life. We don't ask Cam Hayward that,
Right. Right.
so he's one of our team superstars."
Mm-hmm.
Then another member, the same lady, did a follow up question and was asking him, "Okay, well, is it intentional to be as clandestine, to be as hidden as you've been the past couple of weeks?" He said, "No." He said, "I'm not hiding from anybody. I'm just living my
Right.
life."
Right. Right.
I love those responses.
Um.
All
They.
right, hit me, yeah. All right, here we go.
You, you know the thing about Aaron Rodgers.
I'm
Um.
listening,
All
bro.
right. Let me give you some names.
Hmm.
Um. Terry Bradshaw, Troy
Hmm.
Aikman, Mahomes, Brady, Roethlisberger.
All good quarterbacks.
Yeah. Not well. There's been 100 excellent quarterbacks in the NFL, but those guys have a certain mentality.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not even going to get into what their mentality is because you already know.
And
Aaron
slit your
Rodgers.
throat to win a game.
Aaron Rodgers has a certain mentality.
He
Neil,
does.
there's a reason why a guy like him, with that amount of talent and what 4 league MVPs, has only made one trip to the Super Bowl. And
And his playoff record is 500.
those guys, see, one of the many things I don't like about Rodgers, he I'm not going to say he doesn't want to win. Everybody wants to win.
Hmm.
But it's more important for him to, if we lose, as long as it's not my fault.
I got you.
That's how he is. That's
I
what I
got you.
sense from him.
I
And
got you.
and you know what? When we've played basketball and football, we've I've played with some guys that are like that.
Yeah.
They are more worried of. I want the guy on my team who wants to win. Period. Regardless. Who now Hammer? Say what you want about Hammer.
Hmm.
He want to win. He wants
Hmm.
to win. Period. End of
Hmm.
discussion.
Right. Right.
He not worried about whose fault it is.
Right. Mike wanted to win. We wanted to win. You wanted to win. I
That,
wanted to
that's
win.
why. That's why. That's why our team became what it became
Hmm.
because it was 5 guys who did not care who took the shots.
Right.
We
Right.
wanted to win.
Right. I got you. Well, that was his initial presser. It was crazy to see it. Him back with McCarthy. Um, but the way he's acting, it's almost as if he knew he was going to be back this year.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
And I told you, I think I alluded to that, or maybe the more than alluded. I always felt he was going to be back.
Yeah,
There was never a
I was
moment when I
surprised.
looked at him like, "Oh, I don't know." I always felt he was going to be back, and I did.
Mhm.
Now this is it, though. This is his first time stating publicly this is his
Mhm.
last
Mhm.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a man of his word.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "This is it. 26 is
Mm-hmm.
it,"
Okay.
and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna get into your other. uh,
Yeah. Well, we gonna skip the Orioles.
Man,
Well,
I can't. I'm
Ed, here's the thing: we're a bad team. We can't pitch, we can't hit, and we can't play defense.
well. That
And
says it all.
I'm been a Cowser supporter. I think one thing that's leaving him up and not being sent down is his defense.
Yeah,
If he
yeah.
starts screwing up,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
defense is what's keeping him up here.
yeah. It is. Yeah.
He caused
It's.
that tying run yesterday
Mm-hmm.
or the
Mm-hmm.
day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They off
He
tonight. It was
that
yesterday. Yeah,
he's an elite defender.
he can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so we can't pitch, we can't hit, and we can't defend. So I think that sums up the Memorial Day weekend of our team. Yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna move on to the next thing. Now, what did I say was coming after that?
Wemby.
Oh, Ed, I am actually enjoying watching this Western Conference
Mm-hmm.
Finals,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go. You know, I love my predictions because this
Mm-hmm.
is being recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gonna get more championships than Mike.
Then Jordan.
Yes, I think he can get 6 or more. He's several years younger, and he could get it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Wemby, did you see that logo three he hit in Game One?
Yep.
First of all, do you
That
what?
was the only I saw that game. I didn't see it the other night.
They were a little off, but what I find to be the case is just not him being tall. There's been a lot of tall cats in
Mm-hmm.
the NBA. George Mirasan and Manute Bol were
Mm-hmm.
tall.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq was 7 feet.
Sean Bradley.
Wemby is changing the NBA is going through a paradigm shift right now. Once Wemby gets a taste of real winning, the league is on notice. It took Mike his 7th year in the league to win his first NBA Finals.
Mm.
7,
Mm.
right? This is Wemby's third.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do it this year or next. Forget it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my declaration right now.
Okay.
Once he get that ring, the boy is still a baby. We got children older than him.
That's true. That's true. But here's what I would say about the amount of championships.
Okay.
Um, he he strikes me as somebody who some of those seasons are going to end due to injury.
Okay. He is a little
As a matter
lanky.
of fact, as a matter
You
of
know
fact,
what may save him is his jump shot, though. He doesn't have to
well,
bang
even
away
that,
in the paint.
even that, I notice guys are doing that little, especially Minnesota. They kind of dirty. They, you know how they come up to, and they won't move out the way. They leave their foot right there so that he'll land on their foot,
That's
and
supposed to be a penalty,
it's supposed to
Ed.
be a flagrant foul. That's what they told me. But but
That is
I'm
it.
with you. I'm with you on his uniqueness. Here's what I see that happens with special players.
Mm-hmm.
And not all players, because
All
this
right.
didn't happen with SGA. He's an excellent player, two-time MVP.
Eh,
But you don't see people having to do dirty stuff to stop SGA.
thank
When
you.
when it comes
Thank
to
you.
when it comes, remember when Akeem first came into the league? They was like, we can't stop him.
A
So
7 foot guy that move like a guard. Yeah.
so they started fouling him, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna have to become a good free throw shooter because they killing me,"
And
and
he
he
became a
did.
good free throw shooter. Yeah. Yeah.
Shaq,
Good
Shaq,
point.
nobody got fouled. See, Shaq, people didn't realize it because Shaq was so big, and as soon as Shaq touch you, you go flying. But look all the punishment he took in his career,
Shaq took a
and
lot of
and
punishment.
and we're not even
He
going to
gave a
talk.
lot, but he took a lot. Yeah.
And we're not even going to talk about once the Pistons realized what the Bulls had with Michael Jordan, they was like, if we can't beat them, then we have to beat them up. So Wemby is like those guys. The only way really to win against the Spurs is to hurt them. And so some.
Well, Ed, Minnesota tried beating Wemby up, and he responded.
Mm-hmm,
He responded well.
mm-hmm,
And Well, it's not that Minnesota has much outside of Anthony Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
which is why they lost.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Spurs coach. He seems to get it.
Mm-hmm.
They got De'Aaron Fox, who sat out in game one, and they
Still won.
that was the key, and they still won without
Mm-hmm.
their point
Mm-hmm.
guard. They turned the ball over a million times in game
Mm-hmm.
one. I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching it. The backup point guard was Castle or somebody else, dribbling the ball off their foot,
Mm-hmm.
miss dribbling. They won
Mm-hmm.
game one without Fox. I'm like, this Spurs team is,
They're going to win it.
yeah. I'm pulling for San Antonio. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm pulling for San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And when Wemby comes to Orlando, I'm trying to get a ticket
You want to try?
to see
Yeah,
him against the
yeah.
Magic. Yeah,
The NBA is more so. We root for individual players,
right.
and
That's
and
what it
he's going to
is.
be just like Steph has his following. But I'm telling
Lamar
you
has
right.
his followers.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now,
right.
6, 7, 8 years from now, whether your prediction comes true or not, but it's definitely going to be multiple championships.
Yeah.
But we had Magic and Bird, then we
Mm-hmm.
had Isaiah Thomas, then we had Jordan, we had Kobe and Shaq, we
Mm-hmm.
had Tim Duncan, we had Durant and Steph and LeBron and that. And now we are going to mention Wemby's name right along with those guys I just mentioned. His
I
his
agree.
name is going to be with those guys.
I need somebody in the Eastern Conference to step up to play against him, though. And that's not Jason Tatum. He's
Nope,
breaking down. I like Jalen Brown, but I don't think it's him either.
nope.
I need a superstar
And you can see
like,
it. You can see it's not Cade Cunningham either.
oh yeah, and I like Kate. Yeah, yeah. okay. Okay. I got yeah, I forgot about it. And Kate had a great playoffs, by the way.
Yeah, but Mill,
Kate balled
game
out.
7 add on. First of all, you need 7 games to beat them, and then you're gonna get blown out at home
Yeah, that
by
was crazy.
Cleveland.
They blew their load in Game 6 in Cleveland. Ed. They did. They blew their load there. It is what it is. You have okay. Well, that is my thoughts on Wemby. I'm gonna try to get to see him live. They call this boy 7'4". I heard from people who stood next to him that are 6'9" and 6'10", and they like he is not 7'4". Somebody said the rascal's 7'6", dribbling like Kyrie Irving at half court, hitting logo shots. This is ridiculous. What in the world am I looking at? He pulled up and they were losing. He put up no hesitation. Wow, like you stepped, ball went in. I'm
Look,
like, they're gonna win this game.
it's
This
one
is
thing to be a
ridiculous.
two-way player, like Kobe and Jordan were two-way players, but this guy, Mill, the impact. Oh, that's the statistic that I wanted to bring up that I
Uh huh.
was similar to what you was bringing up about football. Now, to me, a lot of these stats are meaningless, but one stat that's very important to me in basketball: plus plus minus when you're on the floor.
Oh, okay,
I,
that's legit.
that is
What the
important.
team does when you're on the floor, as opposed
What
to
does the team do
like
when
what the
you
Steelers do when TJ doesn't play.
used to be right? It used to be a
right.
thing where they they
It was
they
an
won.
automatic loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, right,
Hmm.
right.
So players like Draymond Green, his plus minus used to be good. Now it's not good anymore.
Right.
Atlanta wised up. They saw that we
Trey
are
Young.
actually those games that Trey Young missed. We actually were better when he was hurt. They said we were better without him. I got an idea. Let's trade him.
Let's move.
Um, plus
right.
minus when
Okay.
you're on the floor.
That's
And
points
and Wemby is out of control. His
is
plus
out of
minus
control.
is
I can't
is
imagine. I can't. He's got to be number one in the NBA. Because I'm be honest with you, I know Boston got eliminated, but they were very relevant without Jason Tatum.
mm-hmm,
If I'm starting a team, I'm taking Jalen Brown over Jason Tatum. By the way, I am. I think Jalen Brown does more.
mm-hmm,
Tatum is a more dynamic scorer,
mm-hmm.
but he isn't that greater of a scorer over Jalen Brown for me to not to take Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown does what he has to do. and it's not stat filling. He's. I will take
Tatum's
Tatum.
complexion is lighter. Yeah, I'm gonna say I
Oh,
said it.
see, you
I
stupid.
said
Don't
it.
do that.
Yeah. So there's that.
Knucklehead, I swear. Yeah, but okay. All right. Well, our O's are off today. We got the Detroit Tigers in the
Mhm.
weekend series, Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 games.
I think it's
I
three.
guess 3. I guess I'll tune in, Ed. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm disgusted now, but I'm a watch. I'm talking this smack here. I'm a tune in.
We glutton for punishment.
We are. But I think that's going to conclude our show for
All
tonight,
right.
Eddie.
Appreciate it, man.
Good
Always a
show,
pleasure.
shorty. Talk to you soon, bro.
Yep. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, man.